and an assist, not the result you want. How do you kind of come away from this game?
Yeah, I mean the most important thing, result. With ties at home, we're not going to be able to catch any of those team above us. On the other side, there is positives in that game. I think how we responded to going down right after the halftime, I think was good. You can score 2 goals in less than 5 minutes. It's always good. But there are still some things that we got to fix going into playoffs, especially. But overall, I thought it was it was a competitive game. Almost had that feeling of a playoff match. And yeah, so overall feeling I would say is a little bit of disappointment. I feel like if you don't win at home, it's never good, really.
The first half it seemed like they really were on top of you as far as the press goes.
Yeah.
What did you have to change to kind of get that reversed?
Yeah, it took us a while to figure it out. We made some adjustments at half in terms of how we're going to put pressure on them and maybe play more simple and direct. I'm sure they scouted us just the way we did them, and they didn't really let us play, let us have the ball comfortably and build out, because that is probably our biggest strength. So I feel like second half we simplified a lot of things. We played a little bit more direct and behind, and yeah, even the second ball was off a turnover, and instead of going wide, we kind of went towards the goal. Had numbers in the box, and it seems that maybe playing them, that's the more effective way than what we try to do first half.
Albert, can you talk about the goal that you scored? Because it seemed like it was a very chaotic situation. And you had like ice in your veins, and you knew exactly where you're gonna put it, even if it was like a really hard strike.
Yeah, I mean it was it was a play as soon as Jesus went inside the box. I knew he was gonna try and cut it back blindly. So I was just trying to arrive there, honestly, and yeah, there was a tight window, but it was more of a just put some power behind the shot, high into the net, and yeah, it worked. But then again, like I said, it was that play that it was a little bit more simple and direct, and probably not what we practice. But it seems that today it was more effective. So as far as like positives from today, maybe if we do face them in playoffs and whatnot, I think we'll be. I think this game, has prepared us maybe in some ways of how to play them.
It's my impression, I'm not sure if it's correct, that some teams have been targeting Obed with really hard fouls, and now it's been Christian that has been really targeted. Is that how you guys feel it on the field, or?
I don't think he's been targeted. Christian's a guy who goes into a lot of challenges and wins a lot. And he's always putting himself in a position to win the tackle. So I think today more than often, he was the victim, and he got fouled a lot. But I wouldn't say that he was targeted on purpose or somebody tried to injure him. I wouldn't say that. It was a competitive game, and it was a lot of tackles, a lot of hard tackles, and I think that's what will be expected in playoffs as well.
This team has a very next man up mantra, and I just kind of wanted to ask, can you speak on Snyder Bruno's performance? It seemed like it was a very big positive today.
Yeah, I mean he's he's a young, talented player that has showed all year ever since the preseason started, and he wasn't getting chances maybe earlier on in this year. But as of late, it's his hard work, it's his quality on the ball as well that's getting him these opportunities, right? And even though I know he'll be disappointed with himself today for the first goal giveaway, what I like about him is he's brave on the ball, and he tries to get on the ball even in tough moments, and even when he does lose the ball, he wants the ball again and again, and I think at his age, that's probably the most valuable thing that he has, and if he keeps doing that, I think he'll go a long way.
Anything else?